What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be showing you all my settings and my mods just to update them for 1.20 because I know people use my mods and my settings and stuff, and I want to keep them updated because I do change stuff. Like, I'm not just going to be running the same settings forever. If I find something better, I'm gonna change it. And I also use sodium, so if you want to like look at these settings, you might need sodium to see everything. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna start with the settings, and pretty much my skin layers are all on. I play right hand. This is where everything gets complicated. 12 render chunks, a simulation distance. I have it at 8 because I don't want my computer to like get laggy. I have a good computer, but it has a high impact on like your game. Like, so I keep this typically low, and also this. GUI scale for my monitor, have a 180 monitor, so like I just keep it on 3. Full screen, maximum frame rate. I used to play with view bobbing, but it's just like, I don't know. I mess around with this setting. It's preference. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this setting. I use crosshair for this. This is my quality, fancy, weather fast because weather's annoying. The leaves look fancy because it looks better. Particles are on decreased because in the nether, sometimes I lag if I have like particles like super high. And decreased, you can see your enemy's particles and everything you need to see. Like, it's all the important stuff is in decrease as well. Smooth lighting's on entity distance 105. Some people might need to run this on 100. Like I said, I have a pretty good computer, so like I can handle this being like slightly up, because if you have this slightly up, you can see your enemy before they see you, which is beneficial in most times, being able to see your enemy before they see you. But this can cause a little bit of lag. All of these are on. FOB effects is on 4. For sodium, 4%. Distortion effects is on 35. Minimap levels is on 4x. Performance, I don't even know what none of this means, so just look at it. Same thing with this, like you just look at it. Animations, all of these are on. Particles, I play with all particles on except for explosions, because explosions can be extractive, and like when playing Crystal, I don't personally play Crystal, but if you play Crystal PvP, it can be like in your way, so turn off explosions. All this is on. All this is pretty much on. I don't even know what like half of this is. Blah, blah, blah. All just copy them, bro. Like I don't know, bro. I like some of this stuff like I don't even use. Like, I'll use the top settings. Language is English. Resource pack, I only have my pack on, which you can get in the Discord server. I have no idea what this is. Music, these are my sounds. You have your own headphones though, so like don't be running like the same sounds as me. But like I recommend like some things lower than others, but like I recommend you like balance it with your own headphones, of course. But like personally, jukebox and no blocks are annoying, so I keep them lower. Weather is pretty annoying. I keep it lower, not as important. Friendly creatures is also can like footsteps can trip you up, so I keep it lower. Environment is like the cave noises you hear. It's not that important. Blocks, it's pretty important to hear blocks, because if you can hear people placing and breaking, you can track them down. Hostile creatures, I have it on 25%. Hostile creatures aren't like that important. I have players on 75. It probably should be higher because it's kind of important to hear your enemies, but look, I'm gonna turn it up right now. Look, I'm changing the settings as we speak, but like sometimes I be getting spam punched, so I have it like down a little bit, but I'm gonna turn these on because like these are pretty helpful to have on. This is my chat. I have my chat, so like it ends right at my hotbar. I don't know, I just like it like that. That's just how it is. Accessibility settings, I have my damage tilt on 20. This is like my darkness, my glint. FOV effects again is on 20%, which is like 4. And I don't know the credits, I don't know. And my FOV is 100. And here we go, controls. And I play toggle sprint. These are my sensitivity for a glorious Model O mouse, wired. Make sure you have raw input on so you can like have good aim. Keybinds. I'm gonna just slowly go through it. These keybinds work for me personally. I wouldn't like just copy my keybinds. I would like find what works for you. But typically these keys are the easiest to press. So like I recommend like having these. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna just go through this because like the rest of the stuff's not that important. Yeah, so that's pretty much all my settings. Now we're gonna go into the mods. All right. So I also have to do the mod settings as well. So I mean, I guess it works. I use 3D skin layers. I don't know, cause it makes my dreads look cooler, bro. Like without it, it just looks a little goofy, bro. So you know, it just looks cooler. And when I have 3D weapons, you know, I might as well have 3D layers. So these are my settings. They're pretty much the default, but you see it looks way cooler with the 3D layers, in my opinion, at least. Apple skin. These are my settings for Apple skin. I can't say this, bro. Barrett's armor HUD. Here's my armor HUD settings. It's pretty normal. You can like pause. Like we'll go through it one more time. Boom. Let me show what it looks like on the screen. And basically, this mod just, you know, allows to know when your armor is about to break. But 1.20, they actually didn't come out with this mod. Someone just updated it for me, and I don't want to be the one to release someone else's mod for 1.20, so I kind of can't get that out. All right, sadly. Better F3. These are my settings for it. Better F3 is just like when I press F3. You know, it's cleaner to me. It helps me like look at highlight stuff out, and you know, when I'm hunting people down or needing to see chords, it's just easier like that. This is my left module and this is my right. Boosted brightness, I play on my max brightness. Just boosted your brightness like it says. The CTI mod, whatever it's called. These are my settings for it, and basically what this mod does is it allows you to play sodium and still have like cool weapons. So like, let me pull out the flame. You actually need this mod to like use my texture pack. So you actually have to get this mod to use my texture pack, because it allows you to see the optifine weapons. And you know, yeah, I don't like everyone else having my sword because that kind of defeats the purpose of it being mine. So yeah, that's how you custom name items. And you know, in sodium. Compact chat, it just makes it so when people are spamming me the same exact thing, you know, it just stacks up instead of me having to see it 9 million times. You know, it's a little like annoying when people just spam me the same thing. I have, this is my settings for it. Idiom, I don't know, this just like helps me run my game faster. All these links will be in my Discord server, so make sure you join. Iris, I think this is for shaders. So yeah, this just allows me to have shaders on sodium. So yeah, Limatica, this allows me to have like any base builds or anything like that. I can just like paste them into the world. Let me show you an example. Okay, I pasted it into world. Look, I don't know what is happening. I don't know how to use this mod. This is good, but look, I can paste stuff in. I can build farms. It just makes it a lot easier. But look, I'm not good at the mod or anything. All right, I never claimed to be good at using this mod, but like yeah, it allows you to paste stuff in and creative as well. Yeah, so it just makes things easy. Logical zoom, it lets you zoom in using sodium. Make lib, I think this is a dependent for Limatica, so yeah, you kind of need this. Mod menu, this is just allowing me to see the menu right now. Here's my settings for it. Yeah, model item gap. Basically swords normally have a gap between them, and I'm very picky, so like I don't know, I just hate it, so I have something that fills it in. So yeah, this is what fills it in. The thing about this mod is it actually makes my totem like have a little gap in it. If you see in the bottom left, there's a pixel that just makes itself missing, which with this mod there's no way to like go around it. But look, I mean, if it fixes the gaps between like my swords and stuff, like I don't really care. It looks a little goofy with the totem having the little pixel missing, but look, you don't even offhand totem half of the time anyways, so it doesn't really matter. No fog, it just allows me to not have fog. Fog can like really mess you up on the nether roof, or when you're just looking in the nether for your enemies. I used to run fog and I used to be like so proud of it, but bro, this is the greatest thing, turning off fog, bro. You can see all your enemies before they even see you. Seeing your enemies and getting the drop on your enemies before they see you is such a big play. Like, look, I can see this far into the nether, but if I had fog on, I would be limited to like right in front of me. So if I see an enemy across the entire nether before they can even see me like close up, this is a huge advantage. And also, no fog lets you see through lava. Yeah, let me go through my settings real quick. Boom. These are my main settings. I can't go through all the settings because there's too many, but these are the main settings for that. Replay mod, here's my settings for it. Lets me get the replays for my videos. Just replay mod. Yeah. Choker tooltips. If you have stacked chokers just like this, say I have a kit right here and I want to see it, I can hover over it just like that, and you know, without having to like place all my chokers down and like look through them. Like, that's one of the most annoying things, when you could just hover over them and like see like what you have. Sodium, this is what the client I'm running on. Status effect timer. Status effect timer. Oh, let me show you the settings for this. This is the settings. I think they're default. Status effect timer. Basically, when I have an effect, it pops up on the screen. All right, so say I can see the time for stuff. So say I eat a god apple. Can you get this on the screen? I can see, you know, the number of resistance it is, the regeneration, and like how long I have like the effect for. This mod actually isn't 1.20, but I had someone like update it for me. So I think there's another mod called like inventory HUD, where you can like see like your armor damage and your like status timer for like effects. So like inventory HUD plus, I think that's what it's called or something. That's a good alternative for like, you know, being able to see your effects. And the last two mods are I can't even say this person's name, so I'm gonna say X's minimap. And it's a lot of settings, but I just know I have entities off, and I make it so it doesn't appear on my screen, right? There's a setting in here. Okay, minimap, this is it. Minimap off. So the minimap doesn't actually appear on my screen like some people might have on. Like, this is what it looks like on. I don't want this on my screen. That's not why I have this mod. I don't have it to just have a minimap. I have it because with the main mod, the world map, there's a lot of settings for this. The world map lets you like, you know, see everything, and it's a lot easier. It lets you see through the entire nether basically. It's just very helpful. Like when you have a base or like something like that, it allows you to you know, easily travel along the world. If you have a base, you might forget the coords or some sort. You know, it just makes it way easier to try things down. And you know, that's helpful. You know, this is a good mod to have. It allows you to remember where spawn is. You need to know where cores are. You can set a waypoint. You need to go here. You can set a temporary waypoint. You can follow it. And yeah, so it's pretty much all my mods. I didn't go through the settings of literally every mod because there's like very small settings in these mods. But these are my mods. All of the direct downloads are in my Discord server. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep my settings updated as much as I can, because I know people like to use my settings. So if I make any big changes, I'll let you guys know. And thank you guys for everything. Yeah, peace.